Welcome back to Workshop Wednesday, episode 4 now. Once again, we are working on Lady in Red, Club Sweet William. In the previous episode, we made up that clack manifold. Plan with this episode, we're going to carry on working on this. We'll cut the pipe down to the correct length. I'll actually show you the silver soldering of the pipe union cone onto it this time. Apologies about last week where the camera died. But yeah, going to carry on doing the clack manifold, get it fitted to the loco, hopefully modify the axle pump pipe, and see where we go from there. It's going to be a bit of a shorter episode this week because I've not got much time to be out here this weekend. So yeah, I'll take you over to the loco and we'll go from there. Right, okay, so we're over the loco, so we've got the clack manifold. That is going to sit probably somewhere around about there. So what we're going to do is take this pipe off. It's already been loosened off anyway. So we'll take this off and we'll take it off of here. So we'll probably have to remake this pipe, or a version of this pipe. So with that sat there, might have to move that as well. That's okay. Okay, so I've had a little bit of a play around with pipe. Hopefully you can see that. I've put a little dog leg in that. So the plan will be that will just sit in there like that. So I'll cut that pipe to length. I don't think I've got anything I can use to mark it, but I'll get something that I can mark that to length with. We'll cut it down and we'll take over to the vise and I'll show you the silver solder of the nipple onto it. As you saw over in the loco, I have put a dog leg in the pipe, so I'm going to cut it off. Silver solder a union cone onto it, making sure to put the union nut on first. Then once that's together, we'll put it back onto the loco, double check it's in the right place, and then we'll look at doing the other bits of pipe work. So yeah, I'll get on with that. Okay, so got the manifold, which I have gone around the pipe, cleaned it up to prep it. We have a union cone and a union nut, silver solder flux, and a blowtorch. You would have seen a little bit of this in the previous episode, but like I say, I'm going to go through it again because annoyingly the camera battery died. So I'm going to put a little bit of silver solder flux on the inside of the union cone, like so. I am then going to push that home onto the pipe. Okay, see, I've done that wrong, so we'll take that off first and we'll put that on first and then we'll do that again. Need a little bit more flux. Just go around the edge. So I'm not a silver soldering expert. This isn't really meant to be a tutorial, but gives you an idea of what to do. So that's on there nicely. So what we do, grab a blowtorch, heat it up. And we're just going to heat that until it's a nice cherry red colour. You already see the flux is starting to react to the heat. So the flux will basically a chemical cleaner. It allows the solder to flow nicely. as this heats up, you start to see it change its colour. I'm looking for it to go a nice sort of cherry red colour, and then I can apply a bit of solder to it. You can see now, there we go, so the solder is now taking quite nicely onto there. And it's flowing around that joint very nicely. You can see it's a nice cherry red. Oh, I've blobbed it a little bit there. So, what we do now, we just let that cool down. Usually I'll put that in a quench tank. I haven't got anything out of it at the moment, so I'm just going to let that cool down, and we'll rejoin once it's all nice and cool. Right, okay, so this is cooled down now. You see there's a little bit of silver solder that's blobbed on there. So all I'm going to do is take a file, I'm just going to clean it off. So what we want is we want to get it smooth enough so that the union nut will go over the cone. There we go. So what I can do, take the Scotch-Brite again. We're going to clean up that pipe. So it looks a bit nicer. So at the moment it looks a bit... Okay, so that's all nice and cleaned up now, so what we're going to do, take you over to the Loco again and we'll fit it. Okay, so we've got the clack on. I'm happy with the position of that. So the next step is we're going to take a pipe off of the existing T-piece off the axle pump, put a nice 180 degree bend in, and it's going to come up into this front clack on the manifold. To do this, I've got some nice copper pipe, which I'm going to put a nice 180 degree bend in using the tube bender. Then we'll silver solder on two union cones and nuts. So as you can see there, that's the bend in the pipe. So take it back over to the vise, we'll cut it down, and we'll silver solder on two nipples, and we'll attach it back to the Loco. That's the first half done. So I'm going to go and fit that back to the engine. I'll mark out where the other side's got to be cut that, and we'll do the same thing again on that side. Okay, so as you can see there, we've got the manifold, we've got that new bit of pipe coming round, and I don't know if you can see, they should just be able to make that out. I have marked the pipe where it's going to need to be cut off, so I'll take you back over to the vise and we'll carry on. Okay, so that is our new bit of pipe done. So what we're going to do, take it over to the Loco, I'll fit it, and I'll show you the final result. Right, there we have it. As you can see, the new bit of pipe is in. So this is the existing manifold from the axle pump. The pipe used to come up the top there and go into the clack valve, whereas now we've got this new clack manifold with the pipe, and then the spare clack for the injector. Thank you all for watching this episode. Again, really sorry it's a short one, but got a super busy weekend. We're at the Ali Pali Model Railway exhibition tomorrow. That'll be the Saturday. And on the Sunday, we're down the Miniature Railway. If I get any footage from either of those, either it's going to be a separate video or I might just tag it in after this clip, after this end clip. We'll have to see. In the next episode, I'm going to look at the manifold and modifying that, ready to take the new injector steam pipe. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, give us a comment below if there's anything you would have done differently, any feedback. I am still new to this, I'm still learning. I want to make these videos better for you, so if there's anything you can, if there's any feedback at all, positive, negative, whatever, I'll be happy to read it, and I will try and reply to any comments that I left. So yeah, see you in the next episode.